video living in Oxelösund, Sweden. And I was downtown shopping today, and as usual, they had gang stalkers in the supermarket. They had gang stalkers sent to appear around me when I'm outside shopping and doing subtle things to make me feel harassed, direct the conversation. So some ways that the program targets and harasses you is they get told these gang stalkers to put on a t-shirt with a symbol on it. They're supposed to be like, it's a covert communication, veiled messages. It can be sensational themes. Street theater is another tactic the program uses, direct the conversation, and different things. And yeah, I've been taught for more than a decade with gang stalking. And there's people in the city that have been recruited into this gang stalking program to stalk and harass me, to get sent to go where I am, to get told by the head to what to wear, how to act around me, what to say, and just being sent to show up where I am. I'm supposed to be harassed. So this program is a slow murder program. It works to destroy your life. Stalk and harass you. You also get targeted physically by the program with food posts, things like this. I would never unalive myself, by the way. Which means if they tell you I unalive myself, that means they unalive me and made it look like I did it myself. I would never do that. My covert entry CCTV stream I saw that on my laptop before leaving, that mysteriously just turned off when I was away. So I started live stream. That's part of my security system, because the program wants to do covert entry, which means get inside your home. If you leave and you're away, the program wants to get inside your home and poison your food or contaminate your environment with toxic chemicals, poison your home basically, poison your food, do bad things in there. Which means how I protect myself from that, have a security system. And one part of the security system is to have a live stream goal. And I've been using Bumble for that. Live streaming to Bumble and YouTube. And then there's a second part of it, this redundant system where I have a video recording. That's where on the internet. So even if my internet goes down, there's something else. Okay. So thankfully I had it like that, a redundant system, because today when came home, I could tell it said that I'm still live. But when I click go to stream, it says it's live on YouTube and Rumble. No, Rumble it had ended. Just 1 hour and 30 minutes into or something like this. And on YouTube, you see what's still live. If I click, it's not showing me having come home. So at some point before coming home, it stopped kind of live streaming. So anyway, I had a serious computer problem, and I'm going to take the moment opportunity to do some fitness more. I've taken my 6-pack to an 8-pack. So I used to have a 6-pack, I got an 8-pack now. Okay. 2 little baby muscles above the 6-pack. Now I must still keep saying I got a 6-pack. And then it's like bonus. It's kind of like under. I got a 6-pack. Even though if I look close, it's like I have an 8-pack. I got 2 muscles that are kind of popped up over the 6-pack. But I might still refer to it as a 6-pack. It's like 6 significant muscles and 2 baby muscles. So yeah, so I'm a gang stalker without the total of a secret persecution program. Taught me here in Oxelösund, Sweden. And there's people that are recruited. There's people in the city that have been touched by a smear campaign. They've been recruited to be so-called flying monkeys. And they participate in covert abuse, covert harassment, covert bullying tactics. So people get recruited to participate in this targeting and do things to make me feel harassed, stalked, bullied, and all of it is like covert. Okay. Now, I'm not afraid of these people. Okay. When I was in the supermarket, they had at least 10 people in the supermarket. They were gang stalkers. Let's say about 10. And I'm not walking around in there being scared of them all of a sudden. As a matter of fact, how I did it today is like people that I could tell for sure were stalkers. I don't go when I see them in the store and be like, let's stay away from them. I go like, let's get close to them and get their face on camera and their clothing, documentation. And if they want to start some shit, I'm ready for that, understand? See, it's like they're stalking, they're sharp harassing me, they're stalking me. I'm going to make sure I get them on camera for documentation purposes. And if they want to do something, that's up to them. And I'm not a paranoid person, meaning if you're a person in the city and you're shopping in the supermarket, you don't have to worry about me thinking you're an agent if you're not, okay? It's like I can tell who's an agent and who's not an agent, okay? So I'm not paranoid, but they want to think that I'm crazy and paranoid. And I just think people are stalking me. No, it's like I can tell who's one of these stalkers that gets sent to go where I am when I'm out in public. And I've been in the city for several years. There's certain people like regulars. I know they've told me for a program before. And if I see them, I know that they got sent by the handler to the shop around me. And the behavior can also show that they're targeting me. And I'm not doing anything illegal by licensing to protect myself from stalking and harassment and documenting. And I do have right to confront people. So one of the people I actually confronted, there's like one person who I confronted. There's one of these people that actually lives in this neighborhood. I'm not going to get too specific. That I'm 100% sure is one of these stalkers, the stalker in the city. And he's been doing same time entry exit. He's been sent to go where I am. Okay, so he's one of these people. And two times I've confronted him when he stalks me, when he gets sent to the shop where I am in public. Okay, and one time after like years of him being sent to go where I am. Okay, I'm in the ICA supermarket one time, like I was today. And then he gets sent once again to go where I am. And this time he was with two bodies. It was him and two more, so with three of them. And that was the first time I confronted him. So I waited until he wasn't alone that time. Kind of like a, meaning it's like he's a person you can tell he's kind of messed up mentally, okay? But he's still, that's not an excuse. I'm autistic. I wouldn't have an excuse if somebody recruited me to be a stalker harassing people. Oh, I'm autistic. Well, that doesn't give an excuse to be part of a program work to destroy a person's life and stalk and harass them. Okay, so there's a person in this neighborhood that I know 100% is a gang stalker. Okay, and I'm not going to dox it because I say in this neighborhood. Okay, so he's one of those people just said do same time at the exit, which means when I leave my pub, oh, what are the chances he's coming home at the same time? Another time I'm coming home and he's leaving at the same time. So you encounter the same person. Like, okay, he's one of those people who get sent to show up when I go outside, which is weird. Okay, and he's one of those people that repeatedly, the rare time I go to the supermarket corner store, he walks through the doors and be like, "Hello," and I'm supposed to, oh, here's this guy, he's a stalker, okay? He got sent to. And I believe personally that he's a gang stalker, okay? One of these cyber stalking gang stalkers. And if you're an idiot or just ignorant, gang stalking is not, it's not criminal gangs doing this, okay? I'm not a gangbanger, and the people doing this are gangbangers. It's called gang stalking because there's several people stalking. It's like a gang, a bunch, a group, many people stalking is part of target. Yet, okay. So anyway, that's the point. There's one of these people that live in this neighborhood that does targeting on me. Same time at the exit, gets sent to go where I am repeatedly for years. And one time, the first time I confronted him about it, I'm 100% sure it's a gang stalker. After several times he's been sent to go where I am, okay, he shows up in the ICA supermarket. And he's like, stalking, gets sent to go where I am to make feel harassed. And he was there with two buddies. And I go, hey, what I said, is there somebody that sends you to go where I am? What I said, is there somebody that sends you to go where I am? Okay. Är det någon som skickar dig att gå dit jag är hela tiden? Nej, jag är här med min kompis Robin bara. Okay. So there was like, I go like, is there somebody that sends you to go where I am all the time? I just walked up and asked, so confront him. If you hear me say that I can confront perps, or I've done it before, that's not a threat. If I say I might confront another perp, it's like you might see me again if you watch my rail streams confronting somebody. Confronting is not trying to attack somebody physically. Okay. Confronting can be what I did. Do you understand? It's like that's confronting. The time to say, oh, he's at one of these gang stalks and get sent into the corner store, no, to the supermarket when I'm there shopping again. And it's all these people that keeps being sent. The real time I'm at a pub, what a chance this guy was here where I am. Okay, in the corner store, the supermarket, or whatever. Okay, so after several times, 30 plus times that he gets sent to go where I am, it happens again in the ICA Content supermarket. He walks there, he comes in there after I'm there, and he was there with two of his buddies, and I walk up on him and I go, "Is there somebody that keeps sending you to go where I am?" Okay, and he goes, "No, I'm here with my friend Robin." Okay, and I'm here with my friend, and I go, "Oh, okay." Bye. Okay. Another time, he actually shows up in this neighborhood as I'm coming home he's kind of leaving the cinema apartment complex. And I'm not saying he lives in the cinema apartment complex with me, but he might have been in the apartment complex. So he's leaving as I'm coming home. And he's holding up the door. And I go, have you have you heard about gang stalking? There's a secret program called gang stalking. I'm a so-called on video, and these people are recruited to stalk and harass me and go where I am all the time. Kind of. And he goes, no, no, I haven't heard about that. I gotta get going. Okay, I can get going. And the same guy today, it happens that the real time Max Size outside goes outside. It's not even once a week that I go outside. I'm a loner, I'm a hermit, I'm an autistic, I like more company. Also, even if I started enjoying being out in public more, being a total video is not wise to spend our time outside because you're being stalked and harassed and taught in different ways. So it's just it's unwise to spend too much time in public, okay? Unless you look it to be like whatever harassed and stuff. That's important. I go outside not even once a week, okay? It is I go outside if I need to buy something most of the time. I go downtown shop and collect a package or something like this. So it's not even once a week I go outside. And when I go outside, it's not on a schedule. It's like every time. No, it's like sometimes the one time in a I go out average out on a month, maybe once per week. And it could be one time it's Monday in the morning, and other times like Saturday in the afternoon. The next time I go outside. So what are the chances that I would encounter the same person as frequently as I do? Okay, like statistical probability dictates that some I'm being stalked. Okay, so it's not delusions or feeling stalked that makes me say I'm stalked. It's just rational to assume. Okay, you'd be crazy to assume it's just chance. Okay, so um, the same person today. Okay, one of these people that I know is a gang stalker in the city. Like one of my stalkers, one of the people that stalks me to make me feel harassed for this gang stalker program. As the last stretch of my outing today, going out shopping, coming home, I go to the corner store. No, no, I go to the corner store to buy soap. Okay, natural apple soap. And then as I exit, I see that guy. Oh, it's that guy again. That I've confronted before and asked him, "Is there somebody sensible where I am?" Understand? And have you heard about gang stalking? Because he's one of those people. It's like the rare time. It's not even once a week that I go outside. He always ends up, not always, but like a lot of times, like, oh, I go to the corner store. Do you understand? So one of those people is like, right, I go, oh, I forgot to buy cigarettes, and I go to the corner store to buy cigarettes. Oh, he walks through the door. Hello, okay, see, and then it's like maybe it's 2 weeks from now next time I go outside, and it's to go downtown in the supermarket to collect the package. Okay, and it's that time. It's like Monday at 4 in the afternoon, and he walks into the corner store, the supermarket around there. And like, what are the chances on this? Okay, and it's like, do you understand? It's like he's one of these people. He's a gang stalker. And today, after I leave the store, the family store, it's called family family. Foreign store, I call it. Okay, the carry foreign goods and they have foreigners. You know, as a white foreign item. That's a point. I leave and I see, oh, here's that guy. It's like he's walking on the side of the street. And the funny thing is, I confronted him before. It's like he's walking. I exit the store. He's walking as I exit the store. He's walking over there on the other side of the street. And I was going to the corner store. I recognized he's one of these stalkers, understand? That I've confronted before. And he's walking on that side of the store. Or on that side of the street. So I was going here, but I go, I'm going to cut, so I go over the middle of the road and get on his pavement. And I walk past him like this, and he's walking next to the wall. Understand? I'll show you. Okay. Meaning, he's walking on the side of the street. I just exit the store. This is really fucking low. I gotta get this. Okay. I want to show you the scene since I talk about it. So, okay, I'm leaving a store, and here's one of my stalkers, one of these people that stalks me. It's like the rare time I go outside, he shows up. Either walking into the store, or as I'm leaving the store, he's entering the same store, or as I'm coming home, he's in the neighborhood and stuff. So as I leave the family store where I bought some soap, I see him on the outside of the streets. It's like a road here, okay? And there's a payment that I'm on the other side of the road. So I look, there's no cars coming. I cross the street, and he's walking this way. So I get ahead of him, and he's walking on that side of the store. And then I kind of go like this and look at him. So and he how he responds to that. Do you understand? He's there, and I go get on that payment, and I wanted to see if he would get told by his hand to do something other than just stop me. And how he responds to me, do you understand? It's like this happened today. Okay? And it's like the never dull moment in life at video. So this I show you. So here I come out of a store here. There's a road in between. There's a sidewalk there. Okay. And I come outside, I go over the road, he's walking here. I cross the street and I walk the same pavement. And then as I pass him, he's coming this way. And I go, and I see if he will get told to say something to me by his hand or something like this. Okay. And how he responded to me walking next to him, here, is this, understand? Where he looks scared. He looked really scared, understand? Where it's like, I quickly close the distance, get on his street, then I'm gonna see if he's not just stalking me, or if he's gonna do something else. Yeah, okay. And I walk and I look at him, and he's going like this as I walk past him, looking real scared, understand? Real scared. So I don't know if his head had told him, it's like, you don't have to worry about Mike, he's a coward, he's scared of the women, he's scared of you, he's intimidated by strong women and crazy people, he's scared of you, so you can keep taking orders to stop harass this guy because Mike's scared of you, okay? And stuff like this. He couldn't harm a fly, and if he tried, he wouldn't dare to try to harm a fly, and if he tried, he could, and stuff like this. Don't be afraid to bully him and attack him and stuff. I don't care. I don't know what they told him, okay? But it's like there's certain things that the bullies don't like. So uh, he looked real scared. And if he would throw a punch, I was ready to beat him down, understand? I was ready to like beat him down, understand? Do you understand? So it's like I was curious, I was excited to see what he would do, understand, this gang stalker. So to show you again, it's real fucking annoying, understand? That I'm looking to show you. Okay. So there's a road here in between. There's a road here in between. There's a road here in between. I come out of establishment, this stalker just walk on the side of the street. I walk over, hurry up to get ahead of him, see? And he's still here and he's walking this way. So I get ahead of him. And I'm looking to document him. So it's like I'm not like threatening anything, okay? I'm not threatening to attack him, understand? But one of the things that I get to wanting to do when I'm out in public, I see a stalker. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna get that person's face on camera for documentation. So in case, did you understand? To like, get them on camera, because I believe that they're stalking me. So I might want to make sure that like, I'm documenting the crime of stalking and harassment. See? So that might be sometimes why I see a gang stalker, one of these perps, so-called, that I see them and I don't feel like, oh, I'm scared. I'm gonna get where they are and make sure to get them on camera. Especially if all these people have been stalking several times. If I would go next time I do another stream and I'm having this live stream, okay, and the guy is like shows up in the corner store, and I will go to my viewers, this is a stalker, okay? That's my personal opinion. That guy is one of these stalkers that keep showing up on me all the time. Since this time I didn't make sure to get his face on camera, people go, this guy Mike's paranoid. He's crazy. He thinks that guy's a stalker. We've never seen him before. He's crazy. And be like, do you understand? So this time I felt like I want to get his face on camera and stuff. So the same guy, I've confronted him before. And he shows up again. And I cross the street and walk. And then as I'm kind of turning like this, understand, to get him on camera, he's walking here. I do you understand? So I run across the street like this because I see him on this street. And now I'm walking, he's walking over there. And then I'm turning my chest because I got my body cam. So I want to make sure I get him on camera to document this stalker and if he's showing up around me. And then as I'm kind of doing that and walk past him, he's like this, okay, as I walk past him, looking real scared. So I don't know if because he's a stalker that works to stalk me, he felt like I know that I've been stalking this person, Mike. And Mike has confronted me before and told me there's a program they see that recruits people to stalk me, okay? Have you heard about that? It's called gang stalking. And another time when he showed up in the supermarket when I'm shopping, he comes there with two of his friends. I go, is there somebody sent you to keep showing up where I am? And he goes, oh no, I'm just here with my friend, okay? And that is like a third time that he shows up the real time I'm out in public, exactly where I am, understand? And I cross the street to document, get him on camera, and like as I walk past him, he's like, he looks scared, like his face is like a fear response. Look, we're scared. Okay. So I don't know if the reason he's scared is he knows that I've told him that there's a program called gang stalking that recruits people to stalk and harass me, and I'm a total individual. And maybe it's like I've been bullying this guy, and people don't like being bullied. So maybe when Mike sees me again and I'm bullying him, maybe he's angry about what I've done to him before. And he might have been thinking I was going to do something other than just like I'm working the dog. Oh, he's a stalker. I want to get this guy on camera because he's one of these people in the city that I'm 110% sure is a gang stalker. Understand? It's not one that's like maybe, maybe not. It's like 100%. It's one of those people that for years has been sent to go where I am over and over and over and over again. Understand? He's a stalker. Okay. So and if he would have thrown punches off of this, I'd be ready to beat his ass, understand? I'd fucking wreck him, understand? He'd get wrecked so hard, that bitch. I'm not joking. So it's like he should be thankful I'm not another person because I had the opportunity to smash his cranium with elbow strikes and he fucking beat him down. And nobody would be there to back him up, understand? I could fucking beat him to the ground there. If I was another TI that was not as like gracious and gentle as I am, like a Christian, if there was another TI, I got a position where it's like, I'm this close to you, and it's like this. What if I would do that to him, understand? Do you understand? What is he gonna do about it, understand? So now here's the point. I'm not threatening that. I wasn't thinking about doing that. But I was gonna get him on camera. He's a stalker, understand? He's breaking the law. I don't give a fuck if he knows that or not. But he's a stalker. Okay. And I'm going over to the side of the street to get his face on camera. And as I'm walking towards, he's kind of like scared like this, okay? So he's kind of like this, okay? Now, maybe he's scared because he knows that I'm a gangster on the video and he's a bully. Now, he's one of these people. He might be worried about people don't like being bullied, understand? So, anyway, here's the point. Now, I'm not threatening him. I'm saying if he would move aggressive towards me there, I'd be ready to destroy him myself. If he would have been like not just like scared, but it's like he pushed me or throw a punch, look like he's about to, or do anything, I'd be ready to beat him into smithereens, understand? And his gang stalking bodies wouldn't be there at the time. Understand? I could drop it in like less than 10 seconds, understand? And do you understand? But I'm sure that, like other stalkers, he'd been told that it's safe and Mike's scared of you. Does it look like I'm scared of these people? Understand? It's like I see him, I'm gonna get right up close in person with this guy and see what he's gonna do about it. And what he was gonna do about it was look really scared, understand? That's what he's gonna do about it. But I don't know what to tell this person. They might tell me, don't worry, Mike's scared of you. He's intimidated by strong women and bigger guys, and he's scared of you. He would never, or something like this. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay. But that guy looked real fucking scared of himself. And I didn't break the law. And I'm not breaking the law by talking about he's lucky that he's not doing this to somebody else. Because another person who was a total video, another stalking victim who has a stalker show up, they might have not just gone there to get him on camera, they might have gone there to do something else that's worse. Okay. But I was just getting over there to get him on camera. Okay. There's another female stalker gang stalker that I saw today that time. Another female gang stalker, one of these stalkers. Okay. So, uh, And you don't have to worry if you're a person that is i Oxelösund who's not a cyber, you're not a gang stalker, meaning you're not part of this gang stalking persecution program. You don't have to worry about me thinking that you are, okay? But people that are abusing, stalking, bullying me, yeah, they should be concerned about consequences of their behavior. They have every reason to be. They have every reason to be concerned about what consequences they're going to get for working to destroy a person's life, bully, stalk, and abuse them, understand? Because first of all, their behavior is criminal. So they should fear criminal consequences like going to prison or something like this. Okay. They should fear that. And they should worry about what God's going to do to them too, sooner or later. So his support. You don't have to worry about me. If you're not one of these gang stalkers, I don't have problems with people, but I don't like bullies. I don't like being bullied, okay? And I've dealt with bullies before, and I don't like bullies, okay? So I'm a gang stalker. I'm a target of a secret persecution program called gang stalking. I targeted for more than a decade, and I'm documenting, okay? I actually, uh, I actually, yeah, I'm documenting, okay? And yeah, gonna finish up talking and take it away, Chuck Lennon. So if that guy would have started throwing hands, I'd be ready to beat his ass and win the fight. Understand? I wasn't worried about that. That all stalking bully. Okay, if he would start throwing hands, I'd be ready to beat his ass. Understand? I'm not joking. Meaning it's self-defense. I mean, if he would attack me, I'm going there to document him as a criminal stalker harassing me. Okay, and I want to make sure that I get his face on camera. There's like here is again one of those people that keeps showing up where I am. And if he was start throwing hands still, get physical with me, I'd be ready to beat his ass, understand? And the bodies, they wouldn't be there in time. They wouldn't be there in time. The response time of his body back up, okay? They wouldn't be there in time to save his ass. Meaning it's like if he would get physical with me, attack me, and I started defending myself, his body wouldn't be there in time to help him out, understand? I would neutralize the threat before his gang stalking bodies be there to back him up, most likely. Okay. So if he would attack me physically, I would use my I wouldn't hesitate to use self-defense. My right to self-defense. It's not legal to be like, here's the person stalking me. I want to make sure to document them because they're stalking me, okay? It's not going to be like from a distance. I want to make sure you can see who the person is, okay? And if you start attacking me, I'll be ready to defend myself. And I believe that if he started attacking me physically, I feel like I, I'd win the self-defense. So, you don't like it? Tough shit. Yeah, so I'm a gang stalker. I will talk with a secret persecution book called gang stalking in Oxford, Sweden. And I don't have to tolerate it. I don't have to tolerate it. And if you hear that I got locked up in prison or a psych ward, you can counter the fact that it's because of the gang stalking. Like, for example, today, when I see one of these stalkers, if I be going there to confront him and be like, hey, stop stalking me, you freak, or something like this, okay? And then like the cops show up and they go and say, what's going on? Well, this guy's a stalker, he's been stalking me. And it's like, why do you think he's stalking? Well, I'm a targeted individual of gang stalkers, so people get recruited to stalk one time. And you go, okay, we think you're crazy, and you run to the site where I get put in there for eval. Or if it would have been a fight that happened there. It's like I go there to document him, he starts throwing hands and defend myself, cops get called. And it's like, what happened? Why did he cross the street? Because this is a stalker. Why do you think he's stalking? Because he's one of these people in the city that keeps me safe where I am. And I went there to document, he got physical, and I started throwing hands to defend myself. And they might still go without putting the cycle on himself. So if you hear I got into a street fight, a violent altercation with somebody, and put in prison or cycle. They were a gang stalker, the person I fought, understand? Guaranteed. I don't care. They're so savages that you can't tell, understand? It's designed to be so that if you hear that I got into a fight with somebody, get locked up or something like this, in a cycle, I don't have to threaten illegal behavior, but it's like that. that time today when I decide, oh, here's one of my stalkers cross the street, I want to get him on camera. And if you go like start throwing hands to him, or if I go like stop stalking me, okay, and he starts throwing hands, and I defend myself, and the cops come and be like, so what happened, Mike? And I go, well, I crossed the street, and this guy is a stalker who stalks me. So I crossed the street because I want to get him on camera as proof that he's keep throwing up around all the time. Okay, he's one of these stalkers in the city. So that's one of these. We have several stalkers. Yes. What do you think? Well, I'm a total little type of gigs. If I would like give him that, don't count it. Understand? I'm not that. I'm not naive. Okay, but if I go like, yes, okay, I am a total weirdo, total secret phone call gang stalking. If I'll tell you like in my streams, okay, talk like I do in my streams, I'm a total secret phone call gang stalking. People get recruited to stalk and harass me. You know about it because the Swedish police are also involved in it, and you've been harassing me and telling me in this city for years, okay? You see? And they go like, oh, we're gonna say you're crazy now, okay? Because you're whistleblowing about, you're speaking the truth about abuse you've been targeted with. Okay, you're the victim of a crime, see? And this point is illegal, by the way. So it's like you're a victim of a crime, and you speak out about the state gang stalking program stalking you, okay, targeting you. This is a government program. And it's like, oh, we're going to take the cycle and say that you're crazy and paranoid, okay? See, so it's not that I have to break the law or be in the wrong to be put in a cycle of prison, okay? It happened before that I was talking about caregiving staff members targeting me for the program with COVID abuse. And the same people in the Darwin camp go, this guy's paranoid and crazy. And I get put in a psych ward. Okay. I get sworn and put in a psych ward. Okay. For being the victim of crimes. Okay. So I had caregiving staff taught me with abuse in my own home. That's what I feel was going on. For the program. Okay. For the gang stalking prostitution program. And then when I start talking about it, they go to dog camp. But this guy's paranoid crazy and think we're messing with it because they were messing with me. Okay. Push my buttons. And then I get sworn and put in a psych ward. And I was thinking they might unalive me there. So even that, if you hear I got into confrontation with caregiving staff, they were fucking gang stalker talking, you understand? If you hear I got into it with people that are in my home cleaning with me, okay, you can counter it, it's gonna be the same story as before, that they started targeting me in my own home with covert Google search narcissistic dog whistling abuse. Okay, see, they were taught me covert. If you hear something happen where I got into it with caregiving staff in my home here, you can counter the fact that just like the old caregiving staff, they were taught me with covert abuse, like pushing my buttons and messing with me, like bullying me, covert bullying in my own home, understand, which is criminal, but the cops are not arresting people who break the law. I mean, harassment is illegal. Veiled threats are illegal. I've had gang stalks with veiled threats to me. These people don't care about what's legal and what's not. It's like being a tornado. The police are not protecting me. They're not giving me justice. The police are not doing their job in arresting criminals. So it's up to me how I deal with criminals who are in the room criminally abusing me. Okay, that's up to me. Okay, and then the cops can come after the fact and be like, Mike's the bad guy if I confront all these people for bullying me. Okay. So here's the point. But they won't be here in time either. If the caregiving staff start bullying me in my home and I confront them in here, the cops are not going to be here in time to say that I'm crazy. Understand? That will be after the fact. Okay. That will be after the fact. If the caregiving staff have been told me before, and as much as look at me wrong again next time we're here and bully me, and I decide to be like, let them know, yeah, gang stalker or something like this. Oh, we're so innocent. Mike's playing on the question. Yeah, okay, okay. So it's like, I'm not joking. It's like, and then it's like, oh, Mike's crazy, paranoid, call the cops, or they put me in the psych ward because he's crazy. Yeah, because I speak about how I'm being told. Okay. So it's the point. I'm a gang stalker individual, and I have a right to confront gang stalkers about the behavior, and I have the right to stand up for myself. My God giving me rights. So I'm the part of gang stalking persecution, and the past caregiving firm that come to clean with me due to the autism, they started fucking with me in my own home with covert abuse, covert bullying. Narcissists always abuse tactics. And I suspect that their behavior being as abusive as it was and pushing my buttons as it was on purpose and they've been recruited by the gang to do so. And after I don't notice how, what did I do? I didn't do violence. See, they're breaking the law. If I'm right in what I think, okay, they've been breaking the law. See, serious crimes. Grova, utsatta en person för psykologisk misshandel, kränkning i numerärt överläge i persons egna hem medan personen är i en utsatt situation. Och du är i en position där du ska kunna lita på personen. Personen har autism. Och i deras eget hem, numerärt överläge, ska de bli utsatta för grova trakasserier och subtila hot. Så jag hade kunnat ta saker i egna händer där. Hade jag kunnat göra. Okay. So what did I do? So I could have, it's like I'm being the target, I'm being targeted. And I could have gone, you know what? I'm just gonna pull a fucking knife on these motherfuckers and see how fast they can run. See if they can make out my apartment. I'm not threatening that. But do you understand hypothetically? What did I do to get locked up in a psych ward? Did I start throwing punches on them in here, the caregiver staff, when I felt bullied and abused by them? Did I pull a weapon on them? Brandish a weapon, like, fuck you, you gang stalker, I'm gonna kill you. Is that what preceded me being put in cuffs to take to the psych ward? No, it was me making license talk about I feel abused by people. I feel like these people have been taught me, even these type of people have been taught me. And just speaking about venting and talk about, it's like you're autistic being harassed and abused. Oh, it happened to me, boss. I'm sick and tired of this. Okay, these people have been taught me. Okay. And it's like I get put in cuffs to take to a psych ward for being the victim of crimes, persecution, tyranny. Okay. And it's like, what did I have to do to get put in cuffs? Or be the victim of a crime and then speaking out about it. Okay. It's called Darwin. It's called Darwin. But Mike, we're gonna say that you're paranoid and crazy again. Yeah, okay. You do that. You say I'm paranoid and crazy, okay? And if you feel like I've been doing something aggressive to somebody, you're just paranoid and crazy. Remember that, bitch. Remember that. If you feel like, oh, this guy Mike is being dominant, and stab! I feel like Mike is like really coming at me with aggression. You're just being paranoid and crazy because I wasn't doing that, bitch. I wasn't doing that, bitch. Okay? So, anyway, here's the point. I gotta finish up, okay? It's like I've had enough, okay? So here's the point. I'm a taught individual, okay? I'm a taught of gang stalking persecution. I'm autistic. And even caregiving staff, the past caregiving staff, have taught me for this program, okay? And when I started talking about that online, to go to Darwin camp, Mike's paranoid and think that we'd be messing with him, okay? So I don't have to take abuse from anybody, okay? So people that abuse me, they don't have a right to. And if you hear I got locked up in prison or psych ward, and it's like whatever you hear. Oh, Mike it was just somebody, whatever. It's like there was somebody. Do you understand? It's like they were a fucking gang stalker abusing me, okay? And push came to shove, and I got locked up, okay? See? And I'm not threatening anything in this live stream. It's like today I was live, I was streaming on my phone, and I see a guy who's a stalker. It's one of those people that keep showing up where I am, okay? And I crossed the street to get his face on camera, okay? So I can prove and make it hard people to say, Michael Perron crazy. That guy, he was a stalker or something like this. It's like, this is like the 12th time I'm in public to get the guy's face on camera. He shows up the real time I'm outside. It just happens to be where I am. And it's happening when a person says they're gang stalked on video, targeted with stalking by people. And the same person who's real outside just has the same person repeated show up where they are over and over again. So hypothetically, if my stream would have been like turned off there without me knowing, and I go there to document, but it's not a stream going, and then he goes like start push me or something like this, or I go like, hey, stop stalking me, leave me alone, okay, stop following me or something like this, okay. And if he pushes me and I punch him or something like this in self-defense, the cops can call even without any violence. If I be like, leave me alone, guy, okay, stop stalking me, and then he calls the cops for this. And the cops are up. So what's going on here? The guy said he crossed the street and got in his face of this. Well, he's a stalker. I think that he stalked me because he keeps showing up around me over and over again when I'm out in public. And it can't be chance how often it happens. And I went over there to get him on camera, okay? And then the cops can go because I'm a gangster on videos. The Swedish government is involved in this. Then the cops go, we gotta take you to the cycle because you say that you're being stalked. We think you're paranoid. Okay, förföljelse syndrome, förföljelsemani. We think that you're paranoid and crazy. Mike, we're gonna take you to the cycle. Okay, see, we're gonna take you to the cycle, Mike. Okay, see. So anyway, nothing I've said if this take as threats or anything like this. The reason I do this because I know that anytime I get passionate and like upset reacting to the abuse that's criminal, it's like they're gonna try to use my reaction to be like, oh, Mike's bad and yada yada. So I haven't been threatening anything in this live stream. The only thing I've threatened is confronting people and not letting people get away with fucking with me. Meaning, if people abuse and bully me, I had the right to let them know, stop harassing me, okay? So, yeah, I don't like being stalked and harassed. And amatörer vid amatör av gangstalk och tornvideor. Så jag har betalat för more than a decade with gangstalk in the city. Oxelösund. By gangstalkers. And what is gangstalking? It's a criminal gangs and all. Sometimes I have idiots coming, James, why are they stalking you? Or like, maybe you're in a gang, that's why the police are stalking you. Gang stalking is a secret persecution program. Government program. And it's similar to Sursetsen. It's similar to the Sursetsen program. Ja, samma GameStop har vi har en secret persecution på GameStop och här the last period I felt abused by them. I felt that they were targeted. Because if you're a target, definitely you would do things to make you feel violated and harassed. And what I believe is the reason we would do that is because of the deal. It's a program that you covertly abuse from that. And yeah. Yeah. I'm against software middle, which means I'm a part of the secret prosecution of against software to recruit people to control. If they recruit is about 5 and then they put up a target. It can be anything from social workers and police officers. This is a government program. That's this a flashback to I'm actually the only this year. Okay. And I see that there's like most of my peers are fake, so they work to control percentages. And so we always have this is the history. This is a government program. It's the Swedish government. It's the state doing this to you, which means doctors in hospitals can control it. Police will be used to control it. And so-called civilians. And this program was to recognize my record. So it's like today, I'm outside, I've been harassed and stalked again, but I'm out of time. I've been talking about people long pregnancy. And I go shopping today, and I can't go shopping like you be sent to shopping. And I come home and I'm crashing out because it's like I'm people in I built harassing supermarket and I'm kind of put it together, okay? Put it together. But this affects us. This affects it. But they don't use my reaction to this to weaponize that. All my scale replaces it sounds bad, but I have to shoot this. I'm not going to bother, I'm not bother. So yeah, I'm the former secret service for Grace Hall. Who talk to me about. I gotta finish up this phone stream. And we're gonna look at footage of my live stream today. My live stream. This, I think, is the live stream I started.
Ja, titta, de har 30.
And let's see if that I was live or surprised. So here. Was not done anything interesting. So here, this is at the end after doing the supermarket. And I go to an establishment to buy soap. And then
Okej, var det bra?
I can see a person who several times on other public shopping he shows up. And I'm not saying he's a gang stalker, but let's look at here he is. This is a person that several times on other public. So part of the context, I'm a total individual, okay? For years, I've said online that I'm the target of a secret persecution program called gang stalking of individuals. And if you watch me on Bamboo or YouTube, there's a big part of content where I played Chuck Lagerberg audios where he talks about gang stalking. He was undermined by the program when years to talk about. I play his audios, and he's talking about this program that was recruiting people to stalk and harass him in the supermarket and same time to exit by neighbors. He talked about Chuck Lagerberg how people in the neighborhood be in on it, and people get sent to show up where he is and do different subtle harassment tactics. So this person is one of these people that has shown up several times when I'm out in public. Okay. I'm not saying he's a gang stalker, but it's like I'm questioning. Could it be that he's a gang stalker? So I saw him there, I recognize him. And who is this person? He's a person that several times on out in public he keeps showing up. And it's statistically improbable that he shows up as frequently. And this person here, I've confronted him before. Okay. It's happened that I'm in the corner store where I was headed. And he walks through the door after. And it's very rare, understand. It's very rare that I leave. Okay. I go outside maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks on average. Okay. So which means on average on a month, average on a year, maybe it's once per week or once every 2 weeks that I leave home. I'm alone, I'm a hermit, I'm autistic, and a lot of people that are autistic are kind of like don't like to socialize a lot, like hang out at home. So here's the point. This person is one of these people that keeps showing up. He showed up several times. I go to that quarters I was headed. And after I go in there to buy something, and he walks through the door. He's like, "Hello, Mark." Okay. And it's like, kind of, yeah, hello. And then another time, I'm in the supermarket. Another real time. Remember, I leave. Maybe I'm on disability. I stay at home. Maybe once a week I go shopping. So it's like it happens, and it's not so here's the thing. People say, "Oh, you're paranoid, crazy. It's a small town. Of course, you're gonna see the same person." Nice point. What are the chances it will happen so often? This guy just ends up showing up where I am when it's so rare that I leave, and it's not plausibly deniable. As like, let's say I always left at like 8 in the morning, okay, on weekdays. And then it's like on my right down to the supermarket, there's a person who walks past me. It could be like, well, Mike always leaves at 8. So maybe the person on the way to school or their job or they got something. So it's like, yeah, it could be that they happen to be at the same time and place because Mike leaves at this time consistently and that person might have an appointment on the way to or like something. No, it's like I leave my home really on random times, not on a schedule. It could be like right now, if I wasn't lying, it's like, oh, I don't have toilet paper. I need to go to the corner store buy toilet paper. See? And right now it happens to be 17:17 on a Thursday, okay? And I leave to the corner store, I bring an IRL stream on my phone. And it's like, and then there's a guy who walks through the door who I recognize lives in the same neighborhood or like shows up in neighborhood at times. And I'm in the corner store, the guy is like walks through the door. And he goes like, hello, Mike, or somebody. I go, it's like, okay. And then it's like another time, the real time I go outside. Maybe that time is like Saturday around lunchtime, and I go downtown to the supermarket to buy some food. And then he walks through the door and shows up again when I'm in the supermarket with two of his friends. It's like, what are the chances? Understand? And it's like consistently over time. It's like it happens so often that I'm out in public, which is rare and on random times. Okay, it can be a Saturday morning or Thursday afternoon. Okay, but it's rare, not even once a week. Okay, and he shows up. So he's one of these people that me, Mike Sizer, personally claims to be a target video talk with a secret prosecution called gang stalk and recruits people to stalk and harass him. Okay, that sends people to shop around it. And there's a person that keeps showing up around me. Okay, where it's like today I go outside on the way to the corner store and I see this guy. And it's the same guy that it happened before. I'm in the supermarket. And remember, it's like statistically, it might be once a week I go outside. Average out on a year, it might be once a week that I go outside for a short amount of time to buy something. And it's not always the same time, okay? Because then it could be plausible. It's like every Monday at lunchtime I leave, okay? And then it could be like, well, maybe the guy that keeps showing up around you, he is going for lunch, and that's why you keep seeing him because you always leave around lunchtime. So maybe he's going to get lunch in the supermarket or the corner store, and that's why when you're go shopping at lunchtime, sometimes run into the guy because he's going somewhere to buy lunch. Okay, around 12. No, it's like sometimes it's in the Saturday afternoon, and the next time I go to get some shopping, around 2 weeks later, it's like Thursday in the afternoon, another times like Saturday in the morning. Okay. So this person is one of these people that keeps showing up around me to a point where, put it like this, I would not be surprised if he was a gang stalker in the city. One of these people have been recruited by the program to be sent where I am, a so-called gang stalker. I'm not saying he is, but I would not be surprised if he was, okay? So this person here, that the rare time I go to go get some shopping done, on my way home, last stop, I'm going to the to buy some soap. I leave that establishment, go to the corner store, and I see the guy. Oh, he shows up again. This person, it's happened before in the supermarket, Ica Conto supermarket. The red time I go shopping, he walks in there, and I go, hey, is there somebody that sends you to keep showing up where I am? Because it's like, what are the chances you keep showing up this often around me? And he goes, no, I'm here with my friend Robin. Okay. Another time, as I'm coming home, he just happens to have been in this apartment complex and leave at the same time, and he's kind of holding up the door. And I go, I'm a gang stalk target. I'm a target of secret persecution program. I don't know if you heard about. Did you hear about gang stalk? You know about gang stalk? Yeah, here. Do you know what gang stalking is? He goes, no. And I go, there's a secret program called gang stalking, that recruits people to stalk and harass somebody. I'm a target individual and I'm targeted with that. And he goes, oh, okay, I gotta go. And he just go. And now again, what are the chances? I'm outside. Mike says a gang stalked individual, and the same guy that 2 times I confronted him before. And they'd be like, basically, it's like you keep showing up around me. Okay. And first, it's like, is this somebody sent you? He goes, no. Another time, it's like, there's a program called Gang Stalk recruits people to stalk and harass me. Okay. Now, that guy shows up again here. And it's over the years, it's happened hundreds of times that he shows up around me. Okay. And not every time I kind of bother to turn the camera to document it, which is, I started paying attention to that. So it's like that guy, if I see him out in public again, I'm more likely to be like, make sure to capture his face on camera so that people can't say I'm paranoid or crazy for saying that this guy, I feel like he's stalking me or something like this. Okay. So anyway, today I saw the guy again. It's one of those people that for years keep showing up where I am. If I go to the corner store, he walks through the door. Sometimes as I'm leaving the corner store, he walks in there. Sometimes as I'm coming home, he's leaving the same place. So basically, I keep seeing this guy over and over. And here I am. I'm exiting the family supermarket, no grocery store, okay. And I see him here,
Okej, ha det bra. Hej då.
and here. I'm heading to the corner store. And now on my left, I see all this that guy. There, okay, this guy. And this is one of these people that has showed up around me several times before. And I would not be surprised if he's a gang stalker. Okay, one of these people that gets sent to go where I am repeatedly. Now, I'm not saying that he is. For legal reasons, I'm not going to accuse him of that. Even if I personally was 100% sure, I wouldn't tell you. I'd be like, I would be surprised still. Like, it can be that I said I won't be surprised because I won't be surprised. But even if I was 100% sure it was a gang stalker, I wouldn't say 100% he is. Okay. So here's the point. Uh, that guy there is one of these people who gets sent to show up by and if it's not sent to show up by him repeatedly, his approach just ends up the red time outside just happens that he keeps showing up around over and over again. So anyway, what I did was I wanted to make sure because this guy looks like a stalker to me. So I wanted to make sure that I document him. Okay. To get his face on camera. So if he's a stalker, I want to document him. And if somebody goes, oh, Mike's paranoid, he thinks this guy's a stalker. He's a crazy paranoid person, he put him in psycho. It's like document. It's like here's one of 7 times I have this guy on camera where I'm outside live streaming and he just happens to show up there. So one of the benefits of being physically fit and not being a lazy bum is despite being overdressed in the Swedish summer, like sweating all day, and I'm carrying stuff, I was still able to be faster than him and cut over there so I can catch him from the front on camera to document this person that may or may not be a stalker. Okay. See, there he is. This is one of these people that keep showing up around me consistently over and over and over and over again. This same person, I have him in a stream as I'm coming home and he leaves the same apartment complex that I live in. Okay, opens the door. It just happens the rare time that I'm leaving this apartment complex. No, as I'm coming home, he just happens to have been in here and leaving. Okay, and here's another thing. Same person in the ICA Quanta supermarket. One of these rare times I go outside to go shopping, he walks through the door and shows up. So he's one of these people that keeps showing up around me. For years, he's kept showing up around me. And I wanted to make sure I got on camera.
Tjena.
And he looked scared, understand? He said, I wasn't threatening. I wasn't like, I gotta kick your ass or something like this. But it's just, I guess I just wanted to get him on camera and get my body cam on him. And he looked scared when I got close to him. I don't know if that's because he's like, I know that I've been stalking this guy, and somebody told me to keep going where he is. And he told me before, he's the target of probably recruits people to stalk and harass him. So this is a person that he might feel like I'm harassing him when I keep showing up on over and over again. And maybe he's unhappy about how I've been treating him before. I don't know. But I didn't threaten him. I understand. I didn't approach him with my hands up, something like this. I just want to get on camera and see what he would do. And if he would start throwing punch, I'd be ready to break him down. Understand? I fuck him up. In self-defense, I'm not threatening. Okay, now I had to make disclaimers, and it's more disclaimer. I get emotional. Here's the point. I was there to document him. I wasn't there to attack him. I just want to get him on camera so people can't say I'm paranoid and crazy if I go like this guy's a stalker. If next time I go outside and it's like 1 week from now and I'm downtown shopping and he walks into the supermarket again and it's like, what are the chances? It's like, stop stalking me, guy. Okay. And then people go, Mike's paranoid and crazy. Call the cops. This guy needs to be in the psych ward. He's paranoid and thinks that people are stalking him. I could go, okay, I got this guy 7 times on camera showing up where I am. So it's like, even though, do you understand? So I wanted to get him on camera, okay? And I don't give a fuck what he would do about it, this guy, okay? And he looked like he got scared, okay?
Tjena.
Yeah. I said hello, okay.
It's all these people. I keep running in all the time. It's not like,
Okay, shut up. That's like stand for howdy or something like this, okay? Do you understand? It's like one of these like greeting phrases, like howdy, how you doing, or something like this. Like hello there, hello there, kind of, okay. Shut up, okay. And so, yeah. Now he's wearing that kind of sweater. So I wonder if he gets pulled over by the cops all the time. No, he's not a total video. So I don't think, most likely, he doesn't get pulled over by the cops all the time and harassed by them because he's not a total video of government gang stalking. It's a government doing this to me. I'm a total of gang stalking, and the whole state is involved in this. So it's happened several times. Now, since the police started getting body cams, it's happened less frequently, say. Since I started live streaming when I'm out in public, and since the Swedish cops started having body cams, where when I moved to the city, it wasn't like every cop has a body cam button to show up. Okay. Now it's become more normal that cops have body cams. Okay. But I've been stalked and harassed by police in this city several times. That's what I feel like. And then they use excuses to be like, I'm outside walking doing my well stream. And you can imagine what it was like before I started live streaming in public and didn't have body cams. Cops show up. I'm not talking about it. I've been stalked by the police because it's a government program. The social office, social works are in on it. It's like it's the system. The Swedish state have the hospital, police, EMS, schools, psych ward. All this is state, the Swedish state. Okay, so it would happen. It's like when I had PTSD and agoraphobia, I would go outside to get some exercise and fresh air. It's like late at night when it was dark. Okay. And it's like I go outside, oh, the cops show up. We're gonna go check your pockets again. They're just happy to show up where I am again. It'd be like every other time I go out in public, like the cops show up, we're gonna stop your face to check your pockets with the ID card. Am I suspecting of a crime? No, but we're gonna check your pockets anyway, get your ID anyway. See, that type of stuff. Am I suspecting of a crime? No. Okay, they don't have to give me ID. We're gonna check it anyway. They stop having that. Okay. So yeah, I've been harassed by the police. Now, this guy, I wonder if he gets stalked by the police. No, he's not total videos. I don't think that he gets pulled over a lot of times when out in public, and the cops will just pull over and be like, and like, why are you stopping me again? What? It's like, well, you wear sunglasses and a hoodie. Okay. Look kind of weird. That's why we're stalking you. That's why we're stalking you, okay? But it's like me, it's like the shop, oh, you wear sunglasses and a hoodie. and walk around holding your phone. That's why we pulled you over. It's not that we were sent to look for you because you're a gangster on Puerto Rico. Okay. So anyway, that's the point. Yeah. Yeah, so that person may not have been a gang stalker, okay? I'm not saying he is. But if he told me that he was, okay, okay, he'd be like, okay, Mike, I have been taking orders. The reason I kept showing up where you are is because I'm a gang stalker, Mike. And there's somebody, I got a handler that tells me put on these clothes. They even tell me what to wear. Like they tell me put on a red hat and leave. And it's like I keep getting sent to go where you are. Okay, if you like admit to it, that wouldn't shock me. Okay, so his website, late T.I. Chuck Langenberg, is a mirror to his website about gang stalking. So I'm a gang stalker video, which means I'm the target of a secret persecution program happening in Sweden. And I've been targeted by everything from police to medical professionals to average Joes. This is a huge program. This is a big program. And what did it take for me to get put in a psych ward? Well, being the victim of a crime and reacting to it. Okay. So basically, what the Swedish police did would be similar to if I had a wife and I was abusing her criminally for years. And then she starts going nuts from the abuse. And it's like on TikTok, like, my boyfriend is abusing me. Okay. And then the cops come put her in cuffs in front of the boyfriend, put her in cuffs. You go to a psych ward because you're paranoid and think that this person has been targeted with COVID abuse of others. See, that's what the Swedish police did to me. Okay. See, and they know about this. They know about this. They know. They know about this. And as far as I'm concerned, they can go fuck themselves. Really. They can. They can. Take check in.
Talk recorded live. Hello, my name is Chuck. My nickname is Van of Vancouver, Washington,
And
U.S.
nothing I've said this live stream, you little fucking pussies. Nothing I've said this live stream is to be intended to be taken as a threat, okay? The only thing I might threaten is that I might confront people. Like, what did I do today? This is a stalker. I confronted him, meaning it's like in the way where I got close to him so I could get him on camera because I believe that he's stalking me, okay? See? So I talk about stuff. So it's like I've been passionately ranting about this stuff. I'm not threatening anything, okay? I'm not threatening anything illegal. It's like I'm only intending to do things that are legal in my responses to this, okay?
Welcome to this show, Talk Show number 120297 at TalkShoe.com. This
I'm a target of state persecution.
show is being recorded, and anything said will go into the public domain. Thus, everyone is entitled and encouraged to copy and republish any part of this call
And
of
stop
the MP3 recording and
You
any
think
text
that
that I
I'm not going
entered
to
in.
turn off the chat and you waiting so you can send a cyberstalk in here and play perception management game and say I'm crazy and this and that. No, stop
the
bleeding.
MP3 recording and
You
any
think
text
that
that
I'm
I
not going
entered
to turn off the chat and you waiting so you can send a cyberstalk.
into the accompanying text. You do not need permission and no
Chat and you
notice
waiting so you can
is
send a
needed.
cyberstalk in
To
here
find
and
more of
play
these
perception
public
management
domain
game and
audios,
say
go
I'm
to the top
crazy.
right corner of any TalkShoe.com screen and search for Vancouver or show number 120297, or click the top left Live Now button to see which show is presently underway. The time out here on the west coast of the U.S. is 10:40 a.m. on Friday,
So,
June 8,
if you're a
2000.
first-time viewer, if you just been subscribed to me Rumble for like a week, you will know what I'm doing already. Okay, but what I'm doing now, after I'm done ranting and raving, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna talk a video talk about Gingstock in Sweden, and this is audio. This is Chuck Langenberg, late T.I. Chuck Langenberg, and he was a Gingstock talker like I am, and I'm playing Chuck Langenberg audios. Okay, let's get back to that.
11. This is episode number 3001. I have on the phone with me Loco in LA, and can you hear me? And how are you today?
Yeah, I can hear you, dude. That intro's a little long. It's 10:40 p.m., not a.m.
I'm sorry. Thank you. 10:40. Yes, 10:40 p.m.
Yeah, it's 12:40 a.m. in Louisiana. Are you free Washington?
All right.
Anyways, I just wanted to say I couldn't use my PIN to log in under Loco in LA because it's being used in another call right now, which is not. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. No, I have a question for you. It's pretty informal, but
I mean, I might have the answer depending on what's the question, but I'm not giving you shit. I gave you totally information before, and I had to learn new trends all over again.
Totally understand. I have a question. It's up to you. I appreciate. But you had me remove 3 calls that we did, and
dude,
I'm asking.
Keep harping on that. Like, you talk about this shit every time I see you. Like, yes, you removed my calls from your show.
But it's in the. But this is in the. This is in the recording, and it's never been recorded. I've never had you on a recording. This time, I'm not going to remove it. I'm just asking why you had me do that, please.
Because I wanted to. That's why. So.
Okay. So what's been going on with you since those calls were in the fall of 2010, and here that was close to 2 years ago. What's new going on with you, please?
All the same, it's a different day. Nothing new. It's all the same, different day.
You made the comment the other night that we're on different sides of the fence. What did you mean by that, please?
I just mean like I said, 75-25, maybe 25%.
Do you think I'm? Go ahead.
I give all these guests and all these people logged in. Maybe you might have 2 real people in here looking for valuable information. The rest of them are decisions. I might even know of at least one of them, or they might think they know everything about me. Sure.
But so
that's what I
what's
learned
on
about
your
these calls? It's nothing but fucking shills and phonies.
A lot of shills and phonies on these calls at TalkShoe.com that are targeted individual oriented.
If there's any real targets listening to this that's on this call, don't tell these people shit. Don't tell them a fucking thing. Don't get on these calls and think you can build trust with somebody and you can trust anybody from any of these calls for anything. You don't want everybody to know. I never did.
Let's have some more on that because I want to. I totally agree with everything. I'm sorry?
I'm not trying to elaborate on anything.
It's
cut and dry.
It's pretty cut and dry, and I am totally with Loke on that one. So what's been going on with you in the last 2 year and a half since we've talked?
My computer, I was reading this news story earlier. This is so funny because like I said, it's real around here. Somebody, like, they, whatever. They need to kick in my door and fucking shoot me is what they need to do. They're going to do anything that they need to do. Anyways, I had put up a story earlier about this woman that was shot. There was car fire, 11 shots into a car, and it just fucking switched to a tab all by itself. Isn't it amazing? It's good thing I did that.
But I mean, targeting-wise, in your life, what's been going on? Do you mind telling us?
Oh, chemical warfare in many ways.
So you're still being harassed?
No, I mean, yeah, but it went more back to overt. Like, not overt, but they think they're overt. I'm seeing fucking familiar faces everywhere. They just don't know how familiar they really are.
Okay. And people are, but so they think they're harassing, but it's not bothering you very much. Is that the size of it?
Oh, man. You know, we're just like, what can you do? What can you do, you know?
So what's new with you? What's new in the last year and a half? I haven't heard your cheerful voice in a year and a half. I'm just curious, what's new, please?
Cheerful right now?
Figure of speech.
Nothing's new. Yeah, I'm sure it might be real fucking cheerful for you. You could be getting paid real well for this conversation right now.
I promise you, I absolutely have my...
I didn't come on these calls for like at least a year, maybe more. I don't even know. I don't keep track of time. You know, I didn't come on these calls, and I come to one call 2 weeks ago and with my name and what did Guest 28 say? Never mind. I'll pull it up. Hold on, I'll pull it up myself. But
whatever.
I
Everything's muted.
I come on these calls 2 weeks ago. You didn't have a show, and now all of a sudden you got a show and you're doing recordings again. It's so fucking obvious, man. Come on.
I can tell you what happened. I can tell you that in January of 2012, my show got shut down. My show number 87161, but they left the recordings, and for 4 months, I logged in, I listened, and I monitored other shows. I did not have my other show.
Let's pay attention here to the convenient timeline. Dan first comes to talk to, 2 weeks before I got on talk to, and then and everybody knows my computer's hijacked. So I mean, me getting the links that I got that brought me here to start off with, I'm sure that's no coincidence because those don't exist. You got to show 2 weeks before I come here. And you're doing recordings, and then all of a sudden now you're doing recordings again. I'm just saying,
I can tell you that. I can tell you what spurred me to start the show.
What's been going on with your targeting?
What's been going on?
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. What I can tell you is, by the way, I want to tell you about my show. I want to respond to what you just said. What happened was Renita had a great call up till about 3 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden she used to record, but all of her calls disappeared, and now she's under the thumb, it appears, of and her